You know what time it is.
Basketball. Give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
Yeah. As you know, we're back with some basketball talk here. Joel Embiid, big night for him, 70
Big night
points.
for basketball.
Bigger night for Joel,
Huge
70
night
points.
for Joel.
What Cat have? 62, 61.
Yeah, 62, I think.
So big night all around. Big question for me right now is what's the scoring amount that has to be impressive to you in the NBA nowadays with scoring up and up like it is? What's the threshold?
It's it's 50 and up for me, honestly. A 50 burgers is nice. 40's pretty common.
50's getting
40
even more common nowadays, though.
While that's true, still like sometimes teams don't even score 100 points in a game. If you score half your team's total, like damn near, I'm down with it. If you give me a 50 burger consistently, fuck. What?
But 70, bro?
It's not
70? Joel Embiid on
what
Wembanyama.
and it was something outrageous in the third quarter though. Well, how many did he had like 50 something in the third quarter.
I'm not impressed. He did it on a rookie. There was no defense.
Oh, I beg to differ, my young blood.
Do it on a good player like Jokic.
I mean,
That's
even Jokic isn't stopping Embiid too.
he put like 40 on him just a few weeks ago.
He's not putting 70.
True, but I mean the Spurs are at least they kept
My
kept
point.
it competitive.
Do it against a good player.
He did it on only one three-pointer made though. Does that make you feel a little bit any more pressed about that?
How many free throws?
21, but
Yeah.
that's still like what? 46 points
God, 20.
Least
inside. A lot of jumpers. A lot of jumpers.
I didn't get to watch it. Is that what it was? Just a
I
lot of
saw I saw highlights. It was a lot of jumpers. Obviously, a lot of stuff close to the basket, but 21 free throws as well really helps out a lot. Still impressive.
very impressive. Very impressive.
That's the most points scored by a 76er for the 76ers.
since Will Chamberlain. Beat his record, but since Will Chamberlain.
Whoa.
Well, it's like every single answer for any question of who scored the most at one point or not.
Pretty much.
Can you guys?
100 sign.
There's only been a few other players. I think 12 or 13 players just scored 50 points or 70 points or more. You guys know who all that was?
Well, obviously Wilt. Kobe with his 81 point game. Uh,
That was in the playoffs though, wasn't it?
No,
No.
it was actually the anniversary was the day that Joel did it yesterday.
Oh. Damn.
um, why am I? Mello.
Nope.
Mello did.
Not
Oh, his
70.
highest was
Booker.
61, huh?
Yeah.
Devin.
I'll give you one more person. Devin Booker, yeah. Old guy. Played for the Lakers. Elgin Baylor.
Belgian. Baylor.
He got 70. There's one, two, three, four other players that you guys are missing right now.
Did LeBron get a 70 ball?
Nope.
James Harden.
No.
Dogs.
Two guys are still playing. One guy played in the 90s and one guy played in the 70s.
Why can't I think of his name?
Karl Malone.
No. The Admiral.
Okay.
To give it away. Yep. Guy in the 70s was another David Thompson.
Never heard of him.
He scored 70.
Clay
Who
did, didn't
still
he?
playing?
Clay did not score.
Steph.
No. Another point guard, though.
Russ.
No. No. What time is it?
No. Dame did score
Dame
70.
Sam
Yeah.
did it. And this player is actually on the Cavaliers, did it last year.
Mitchell.
Yep. The guy who doesn't know ball got that one.
Guy doesn't know ball. Come on, Tybo.
That's
I
just a good
didn't
trivia
know.
question.
I didn't know that Steph's highest was only 62, only 2 points higher than Clay's highest, which is wild.
Not too wild though. Whenever that's happened, the Warriors have usually been up a lot, not even keeping their players in the fourth quarter. So can't go for more.
Shame.
Well, I was just checking the standings real quick. The Sixers are in the 3rd seed right now. And looking right above them, you mentioned before the show that this team's coach got fired. They're 30-13, and they're the 2 seed right now in the East. The Bucks fired their head coach.
Yeah,
I did
Bucks
see that.
fired
What's up with that?
head coach Adrian Griffiths. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Apparently, the players just did not get along with him at all. It kind of started all at the beginning of the year, whenever they had Terry Stotts as the assistant coach, and they let him go right before the season started. First year head coach
They didn't like
thinks
the
he can do it on
regime.
his own.
Well, Jason Kidd situation, huh?
Not quite that. Not quite that. I
I
think
was
the
gonna say
players actually like Jason
Jason
Kidd.
Kidd had some success. Isn't he still coaching?
I want to say he is. I just don't know where he is.
Give me a second.
But no, he got fired. Apparently, Giannis did not get along with this guy at all, and Giannis runs the front office in Milwaukee. So they're actually looking for a new coach. They have an interim coach right now in
he's head
house.
coach at Dallas.
And guess what? They're looking at Doc Rivers. So that means that the Milwaukee Bucks will get bounced from the playoffs early if they have Doc Rivers as their coach.
Doc's won a chip before.
One.
One.
He got lucky. It's gonna be very hard for Doc not to win a championship with Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen.
There.
And a budding Rajon Rondo.
Triple double
That
machine,
finals
Rajon
was
Rondo.
really fun to watch. Now that I mean, you think about it, it's almost like a childhood memory now. Like
Almost like a childhood memory. No, it was a childhood memory.
it's middle school.
Teenage memory.
Yeah. Childhood to me is like K-5.
Wasn't that? Well, okay.
He grows up quick, man.
Hella.
I count middle school as childhood, but
Considering all I watched was WWE in elementary school, I grew up real quick.
Cut that off. No.
But yeah, so I didn't know it was the anniversary of Kobe's game. But Karl Anthony Towns obviously put in a little bit extra effort because he had career high with his 60 something. And they are atop the West right now. Everything is going right for the Timberwolves.
Except for that game.
Well, they lost. I didn't know that.
They lost. They gave up a 20-point lead to the Hornets.
Ouch.
They're supposed to be one of the top defensive rated teams in the NBA, and they let that happen.
Yeah, I mean that. It's the NBA. Shit like that does happen a lot.
They even kept trying to feed the hot hand in Karl, and he just kept on missing the ball in the fourth quarter. He just couldn't hit shit.
Well,
that's embarrassing.
Maybe this is the year that a Twin Towers strategy works out in the playoffs.
there you go. Sean McDermott, calm down.
No, Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, like two big centers.
Rudy Gobert has never worked in the playoffs.
You put him in front of Anthony Edwards, I think that team does just fine.
Number 1 seed for a reason right now.
Got a veteran Mike Conley on the squad.
If healthy.
He's been healthy.
That's why they lost last night, is they didn't have Mike Conley.
Well, he was on rest. He wasn't hurt.
Didn't they like
Say
ban
that's
this
why they lost, but
rest? What are NBA came out beginning of the season with this whole rest thing, and I'm still seeing players out due to rest. What is the NBA? What happened with this new rule that they put in
it's
place?
not it's not a star. It's Mike Conley.
Okay, so it
He's 30
only
something.
applies to stars.
I think that he was also probably playing at home that game as well. I think it alters a little bit if they're at home or away. And they may just take some of his game check right away too. Who knows? They just don't make it public every single time anymore because it's happening way too much.
I mean,
It's weird.
he's on my fantasy team. That's why I know. And I think maybe I don't know. Maybe there has to be some sort of like injury documentation, but yeah, it did say because of rest on the fantasy app. But Timberwolves sit atop the West. I regular season wise, I think they're built to stay near the top. Whether or not they do anything in the playoffs, I don't think any of them are truly battle tested. And Cat gets hurt, so Rudy Gobert and Cat have injury history. So if they can stay healthy, we'll see.
Just let Anthony Edwards take over. He needs to be on more primetime television.
He's gotta pull out just like the killer Mamba mentality in the playoffs. Because if not, I don't think they'll get past the second round.
It'd be a fun matchup, whoever they play with. It's going to be a great playoffs coming up here soon. Just have to see what happens.
I hope it doesn't fall into the blowout like type playoffs where every other game like one team is just getting shit on. Because that shit stuff that's boring. But I have hope that this year the playoffs are going to be pretty competitive.
You guys done with basketball yet?
Take it away, Ty Bob. Take it away.
Give me your way too early pick. Just Ty Bob. Way too
Me?
early pick on NBA Finals.
All right. Let me take a look at the standings here.
No,
You're
you
looking at
don't
the
have
teams' names.
Well, I mean, I just don't pay attention to who is where.
you know who's at the top.
I did not know Boston was the number one seed.
I
I had
mean,
no idea.
around the top in both conferences. You know who's up there. We've been talking about it the whole fucking episode. Besides Boston.
Well, the one team you haven't talked about that is going to be my pick for the Western Conference, Oklahoma City. Fuck you, who doesn't think they're going to get there?
You think
Go to
SGA
team.
and
Yep,
Chet Holmgren's
making it
first?
to the finals.
Okay.
Against
And
who?
they're going to play. Let's see. Boston chokes. Can't ever make it.
They
Uh,
just
76ers. 76ers. They always choke as well. Cleveland doesn't have LeBron. Miami's not very good. We'll give it to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, the team about to hire Doc Rivers?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This
And
guy really does not know ball.
And the team that had a historic crumbling in the first round.
Against an 8 seed.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Don't worry about it.
I like it because it just shows. Ty Bob doesn't know ball. But, this is
we will revisit this come finals time.
We will.
But
stretch.
For the time being, this is
Sean
an NFL podcast until these two take over once the NFL season ends and I leave them to their own devices.
Let Sean take over the show.
Oh yeah, no, Sean, I will not be a part of this. No basketball for me.
It's Sean's show.
No,
it'll be the Bo show.
Sean has nothing in the bag. Sean freezes when the spotlight is put on him.
Y'all were talking too much. I got zoned out.